Hello. Today I'll be going through the white, yellow, and orange belt kickboxing techniques. We're going to get started at white belt with 3 and 4 basic punches. I'm going to step back into my guard, having 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. This will be in our kickboxing or boxing stance, not taekwondo. With taekwondo, we're going to keep our heels in line. With kickboxing, I'm going to separate my feet so my hips have a clear path forward to rotate. The first punch, the most simple and our best one out of studio, the jab. We're going to take our front hand and we're going to step forward. As we do this, we're going to bring our hand up and reach out, keeping our back hand tucked and our elbow in. The next punch will be the cross. I'm going to push my back hip in as I rotate my heel and replace that hand. The third punch will be the hook, which I'll up my front heel, rotate, and spin. And then finally, we will have our rear hook, where I'll do the same thing with my back hip. Hip up, heel out, rotate, hip. On that jab, cross, lead hook, rear hook, it's important that they keep their hands up and they can throw any combo. Meaning I may not go in that order, I may throw a jab, jab, cross. Now, with them knowing that technique, we're now going to get into yellow belt. Yellow belts are going to add 2 different things, a defensive stance and the uppercut. Now, on the defensive stance, as they move, if they start to get hit, they're going to work on getting their hands up, their elbows in. If you watch the white, yellow, and orange self-defense video, this is the same stance we enter with to block the wide punch. I'm going to drop my knees here, so they should be able to throw their punches and then drop into their stance. But finally, they will have 1 extra punch, which is the uppercut. Now for the uppercut, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the shoulder down and push my hip up. As I do that, shoulder down, hip up, I'm going to rotate the hand forward, letting my hand guide the rest of my body to their chin. They should be able to do this on their lead side as well. Now we're going to move on to orange belt. Orange belts are going to add head movement and a small amount of feet work. The feet work is simple. We're going to work on getting our feet in and out in a pattern, lifting our heels and not jumping. On these movements, we'll start to add those other punches and being able to flow through it. At a certain point, they're going to get punched too, so it's important they know how to move. The 2 head movements we do at white and orange are slips and bottom weaves. The first being the slip, I'm going to bend my knees and rotate my back hip forward as if I was throwing a cross, then moving my nose off of the center line. I throw my hook, nose off the center line. These are my slips going back and forth. Finally, we have our bob and weaves. With our bob and weaves, we're going to start in a slip position, but we're going to duck our head under to go to the other side. In boxing, you're able to have more head movement on that motion. But as we kickbox and people start throwing knees and face kicks, we need to keep this chin up to make sure that we don't get hit as we're going down into our bottom weave. I start with the slip, I bring around, I go to the other side, I start with the slip, I go down. Notice how my feet never come up and I'm in my guard. If I do this with Master Wagner as we go slip, slip, bottom weave, notice how I don't move away, but I'm moving into the punch. So as she throws her second slip, I'm able to escape even better. 3, 4. My whole goal is to stay close. If I try to run away and do this, eventually she will catch up to me and I won't be in a good stance to handle it. That is our white, yellow, and orange belt kickboxing. Please watch, review, do it a couple of times at your house.